Good morning, fellow travelers. Solo Sue here. It is day 5. We have docked in Dominica, and they have reiterated the directions that unless you have a princess booked shore excursion, you don't get to leave the port. You can, or the port area. You can go and shop in the shopping area that's immediately adjacent to the port, but you can't actually leave it. So that's the plan. It's pretty early. It is 9 o'clock, and my shore excursion doesn't meet on the pier for another 45 minutes. So I have some pastries. It's a pistachio croissant that I got from the International Cafe, and I have some coffee. And that is the topping off of my breakfast plans for the morning. I already went to the Horizon Court for a small amount of food, and I'm just going to enjoy my coffee and pastry for the rest of the morning until it's time for me to head down and get off the ship and go and see my trolley ride. We don't leave here until 5:30, so we do have a fair amount of time in this port, which is nice. I guess I'll do my shopping in the shopping area after, because I don't think my trolley thing has a shopping opportunity, which I think is really funny when they drop you someplace and say, here, go spend money. But anyway, so this is my plan for the day, and I'll let you know how it goes.
We are rolling for the day, and of course, as we roll for the day, coming up, we'll be taking a stop just up the river. I'll be giving you some information. On this island, because of the 365 rivers on the island, this island receives 375 inches of rain per annum. More than an inch per day. So you could understand why this island hosts 365 rivers. So coming up, we'll be taking just a stop at the river. You'll have the opportunity to take some lovely photos, and of course, I'm sure. So here we are viewing the Rosa River. This river in 1806 burst its banks, killing 130 persons in the capital. We're now entering the botanical gardens. Folks, we are within the botanical garden. We'll be stopping right here. I'll be sharing information with you as we go through along. So we're going to take a 15-minute walk. Are you ready for this? While you're stepping out, mind your heads, watch your steps. Thank you. Onto your right hand side, the banyan tree. The banyan tree is a plant originating in India. You can find it growing in Hawaii as well as Florida. The biggest banyan tree is said to be located in Sri Lanka, and there are houses built in the banyan tree. What do you see hanging there? These are called aerial roots. Eventually goes down into the ground and form part of the main roots in the ground. Yeah? Aerial roots. And provide also, the banyan tree produces orange fruits that provide food for the birds. Yeah? Present your IDs to the Port Authority security. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, everybody. Have a good day. Thank you. Yes. All right.
Thank you.
Whoever can keep the hula hoops up the longest will earn their team 3 points. Are you ready? Yeah, go for practice, for practice. You don't want to tire yourself out. All right. Here we go. Count them down in 3, 2, 1, go!
So tell us, so what is your name? Herbert. Herbert. Okay, perfect. Well, right up to the microphone so that way everyone can hear you talk. Right to the microphone. Herbert, I want you to give me a 1, 2, 3, 4.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Give me a 4, 3, 2, 1.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Okay, listen. No one has lasted the 3 minutes. I want you to do it, okay?
Sounds good.
All right. Okay. What is this? What
Clenching your fist.
You just squeeze your hands.
Clenching your fist. You hold it for 2 minutes.
Is this a thing? What is it? Why do you need strong fists?
Your muscles in your fingers.
For what? Like what do you use? Yeah, but what do you use this for? What do you need these finger muscles for? Like what are you doing?
Wash dishes.
Got your train. So you fist to wash dishes, and you do what else? What other exercises? You walk. Is it? So when you're at home, you're walking around doing it.
You know the joints in the knees.
What else do you work out? What else do you work out? What other workouts do you do?
Workouts I do.
What other workouts do you do? Let's give a round of applause!
Hello, fellow travelers. It is the end of our 5th day of cruising, and we were in Dominica today, or Dominica. I'm not sure how to pronounce it. Did the trolley tour. It was like a 90-minute tour. It was pretty short. So, as you may recall, we weren't allowed to just sort of venture forth on our own. They had a shopping area you could go to that was inside the port but just outside the gates from where the ship was docked, and it was basically a bunch of little tents, the little, like if you go to an art show or a craft fair or something, or an art and wine festival, those temporary tents that vendors put up, those. And they just had the regular tourist stuff that you find at any tourist trap. There was someone doing hair braiding, which, if you're into that, would have been fun, of course. But there was, other than that, it was all the things that you see in the ports, all the ports where there's, just touristy stuff. So nothing appealed, so it was very inexpensive to go through there. I did not buy a thing. The trolley, we basically just walked sort of past the touristy trinkets area, and then they had a trolley. And we got on our trolley, and they took us 3 places. The first one was a stop at a river. It wasn't actually a stop we were able to get off of the trolley for. We just sort of parked right next to a river And our guide talked for a while about the river and how much rainfall the island got. And then we kept going. So that was kind of new. I don't know if that's normal for that tour or if that's for COVID or what the deal was, but it was kind of strange to have a stop at a river and not even get off the trolley. And then we went to a botanical garden, and there we were able to get off and walk around, and our guide talked about all the different plants there and gave us their stories and everything. And so that was interesting. And they had this great thing where they have a bamboo that is growing and it's made basically a grove, and it's all gone to the center and sort of met in the middle. And it was really fun to be in that and just sort of, look up and see the way the bamboo has been trained to grow together. And there's lots of little doorways that you can go in and out of the grove that way. So that was fun. I'm sure it's quite a challenge though with bamboo. If you're at all familiar, it's pretty invasive. So keeping it just sort of where they want it must be a bit of work, really. Our next stop was a church, a Catholic church, and it was a very unusual kind of architecture. I'd never seen one quite like that before. Apparently, it was the second version of that church. The first one went down in a hurricane, and so this one was sort of built with hurricanes in mind. And then after that, when we were actually at the church, it was easily walking distance to where the ship actually was, because you could just turn to the right, or to the left, the other right, and see the ship right there. It's an open air trolley, you'll see from the pictures. And we're going along and it's nice and sunny, and then it's like the sky just opened up and someone just dumped buckets of water on us. But it was kind of warm. It was pretty warm already, and of course you're wearing a mask in a warm climate, which is not the most fun. And so the rain just kind of felt refreshing. It's a covered trolley, but the sides are open. And so the rain with the wind was going in this direction. I was on the very edge on this side, so I got the brunt of the rain. And I didn't mind it. It felt good to me. But some of the people that were further in, they were fine too, because the rain wouldn't come in and get them. So it was, worked out well. But certainly if you're going on that tour, keep in mind that you might get wet. Got the last ducks hidden, so those are all out and about and finding their new homes now. Had dinner at the Salty Dog Gastropub. That was good too. I didn't realize it was an upcharge restaurant until I sat down and they told me it was an upcharge restaurant. But I mean, it was $18, so it wasn't a problem. But just sort of, I'm going to have the menu and everything up, and so you'll see what everything is. So. But yeah, that was my evening. I'm probably going to go and try and catch a show because it's still fairly early. It's only 7 o'clock. And it's been a good day. Tomorrow's a sea day. I'm going to try and sleep in. Solo Sue signing off.